Blessings, love. And we celebrate the divine activation of the Pisces lunar cycle on this day, where the sun and the moon meet at the same degree of the sign of Pisces to tip off the final lunar cycle of our astronomical new year. Pisces is the 12th sign in the zodiac, and we follow this beautiful wheel of the year. Every month, the sun moves into a different zodiac sign and always returns to the heart of the one. We follow the lunar cycle and the solar precession through the zodiac and the planetary processions through the zodiac to realize that we are all one. And we are all signs and all planets and all luminaries within this being. And you are so much more than your sun sign, and you are so much more than your astrological birth chart personality. You have come to dig deeper and discover the truth of who you really are. One with everything, one with all, awakening in this incredible human landscape and this cellular structure that we have found ourselves in. And what does Pisces energy mean to you? And what does solar energy and lunar energy mean to you? And what does it mean to be an energetic being? I ask these questions every single day, for this is the most important aspect of our awakening, to continuously bring yourself back to your own heart and soul every day in spite of chaotic outer circumstances. I cannot begin to tell you how much Pisces has guided me and helped me heal and kept me alive during this very tumultuous, very dark, very painful, grief-stricken, dark night of the soul awakening journey that began for my own self in late 2011, 2012. When I met my partner in 2012 and we were discovering more about astrology together, we found out that he was Cancer Sun and Pisces Moon, and I am Sagittarius Sun and Taurus Moon. Very, very different. And I knew nothing about Pisces energy at the time. I knew that I actually drew a lot of Piscean beings into my life. I had many friends that were Pisces, and some of the most amazing people that I know are Pisces beings. So I really wanted to understand more of what Pisces means, the archetypical energy, the symbology, the energy, so that I can better understand myself, my friends, and most importantly, my partner's moon. We understand each other's moons and moon signs to better understand our emotional processes, the way that we express our feminine energy, and the way that we hide the parts that are closest to us, the deeper emotions and the darker feelings and the shadow pieces that are still hidden from us. The power of the moon is reflection. It's a reflecting of the sun. And so Pisces sun and Pisces moon together on this day opens Pisces into us. It feels awkward at times. It brings an energy forth through me, memories, dreams that are so vivid they could be real. What does this mean? Every time somebody asks me, what does this mean? I have to return the question back to them. You have to learn to give meaning to your own life. There's one thing about taking teachers and way showers and guides to help you on your path, but how much of your life do you actually give meaning to yourself, or do you just listen to what somebody else tells you your life means? Pisces allows for you to dig deeper, the deepest parts of you, the parts between life and death, the parts of you that have wanted to die your entire life. I've been suicidal since I was before I hit puberty. I remember being 8 years old and just wanting to die and leave this place because the pain that I felt inside of my being and the empathy that I felt towards suffering people and my wounded child parents almost killed me. Empathy can be so destructive within a being that does not have personal boundaries, and this is really important to me, and that's another thing that Pisces has taught me about being human and being more of a sovereign human, where empathy can run amok. And when you're a super sensitive person and you have love for your outer beings and the earth and animals and all of that, you can feel almost completely consumed by the chaos and the pain and the grief that this earth is dealing with over eons, but now it's just peaking because we are part of this awakening. The awakening through Pisces awareness is that I am willing to continue. I am willing to nourish and nurture myself, especially in times of darkness and especially in times where my mind wants me to leave this place. the parts of life that you find unbearable, and the parts of your own trauma that you refuse to make peace with, and the parts of your pain that keep coming up in every relationship that you have are coming forth for your examination, and you're honoring now. And they will always come back towards you. They will always keep coming for you in so many different ways and disguises until you're willing to stand tall and hold the space for the pain that you inherited. Pisces has a tendency to want to escape from everything, and so we get lost in addiction and we get lost in our creative ventures, but we also get lost never knowing our inner truth. The power of water and the mutability of the Virgo and Pisces axis means that I can change, and I'm willing to change, and I have the desire to change. These are very important things that we say to ourselves in our life every day. But there are many things that have happened to me in my life in the last decade that I would never wish on anyone, and I especially would not wish them on the person who has projected darkness into my life. I wouldn't wish that kind of pain even on that person. But I do wish for transformation abound for all beings. And that's why I come forth as often as I can when I have the inspiration and I have the drive and I have the desire to do this work, because I didn't know any of this until I dug deeper and something awakened in me. And this is supreme DNA activation, when we are open and willing to speak to our life, to move with intention, to heal our body, and to touch the tension and the pain and the restriction and the inflammation and the congestion in the physical body. Cellular changes happen. This is science by nature. If you have the time and the ability to watch Bruce Lipton's The Biology of Belief on YouTube, it will change your life and your awareness. Exploring my YouTube channel, you just type in Tessa Ridley self-care. There is an unbelievable amount of information that's available there, all thematically placed for you to help yourself awaken and heal through self-caring, nurturing practices. Pisces gives us a chance to anchor our spirituality to earth, that you are spirit and body. And no, I'm not on drugs, and no, I'm not guided by the devil, and no, I am not from anywhere other than this earth. I am not channeling anything other than my soul-centered being that has been through hell and back and refuses to give up, because there is a divine awakening happening and we have come to awaken. That's why you came to this earth. And I am sorry that many of us were born through bodies and into families that couldn't nourish us, couldn't nurture us, gave us no legacy except for this fucking pain and trauma. And it is our job now to teach each other and ourselves how to rise up, to emancipate yourself from the story. Pisces power gives you the strength to rise from the dead. Rise from the dead of the story of pain, and you learn to speak with intention. You learn to practice self-caring and self-nurturing activities every single day. So when there are the dark, dark days where something moves into you and I don't even know where that came from, that you have practices to participate in that feel centering and calming. You reparent yourself with the intention to grow. Pisces lunar energy and Pisces solar energy is a bridge for you between your old life and the new life that requires your conscious, willing intention. On the new moon, the beginning of the lunar cycle every month, you have an opportunity to create an intention for your life. This isn't about wishing something is going to happen or getting a house or a car or some guy to come into your life. It's about learning to love yourself. It's about making an intention with yourself in order to change your fucking life. And if you're willing to change, the universe will meet you, for it is you. And you're part of a divine dance that is always ongoing? And are you willing to awaken? And are you willing to learn to nourish and nurture the self? And are you willing to give yourself your own love? Through the power of Pisces, move through me. I am open and willing to exploring the darkest parts of myself in order to bring myself new life.